How to show affection to your husband. Kindly subscribe to this channel. It's time to help a lover out. Tell him. This seems obvious, but many people struggle with actually doing it. Tell your husband that you love him and then tell him something he does that you love. Take the time to tell him every day, but don't do it mindlessly. Share this from your heart. Touch him. Many men thrive on the physical connection. This doesn't just mean touch. If you are sitting together watching TV, take time to rub his neck or shoulders. Place your hand on him as you walk by him in the house. If you want, make an effort to. Show him that you want him and don't always wait for him to make the first move. Women often want to feel loved by their spouse, but many men feel loved by their spouse spend time doing what he likes to do. It says, "I love my husband," loud and clear when you take time to enter his world. Find an interest that he shares, and take some time to do this activity with him. For example, if he likes hiking, maybe offer to go on a hike with him. Have him take you on one of his favorite trails. You may even find yourself with a new hobby through sharing one of his. Once you show this willingness to enter his world, you can introduce him to things that you are passionate about as well. This concept can be applied to any area. All you need to do is find out what he likes, do a little research, and then make time to participate in it or talk about it with him. Ways to show others you love your husband. Build him up. When you talk to others, try to share the things that you appreciate about him. While we all have conversations with close friends about the things that annoy us, balance this out with recognition of his strengths. This balanced approach will often increase your appreciation of him. Connect with his family. In-law relationships can be challenging. But, one great way to show that you love your husband is to make a real effort with his family. Learn about them, offer to help them, invite him over for dinner. These activities will help show his family how much you love him and show him the same thing. Establish healthy boundaries. When you are married, it's important to establish healthy boundaries. You can choose the boundaries that make sense for you and your marriage. Being in agreement regarding both of your boundaries shows mutual love and respect for one another. A better connection through online therapy. There is a growing body of evidence showing that online therapy can help those couples who are having trouble maintaining a positive connection in their relationship. Found that there are several benefits made possible by online therapy, including greater convenience, lower costs, and greater discretion. These findings are in line with current research suggesting that online platforms are effective in providing increased access to couples counseling. Utilizing these platforms, mental health professionals guide couples through useful activities meant to help the individuals better understand the emotions and behaviors underlying their interactions. If you are having trouble showing love to your husband, or simply want to strengthen an already solid bond, online therapy can be a valuable tool. With online therapy through BetterHelp, you'll be able to schedule sessions on your own time. No more coordinating with your therapist weeks or months ahead of time, or missing work to make an appointment. The qualified experts at BetterHelp can help you and your husband better express your love for each other. When I was at the end of my rope and needed guidance, she was a neutral party and didn't choose sides between my husband and myself. I appreciated the fact that she pointed out some flaws in my behaviors and thinking patterns. She encouraged me to form new habits and to be patient. I chose a counselor such as Michelle because she is older and had practical advice. If I slip in the future, I will certainly request Michelle as my counselor. These options are great things to do to communicate love for your husband in healthy marriages. But what if your marriage is still on a rocky road? Marital relationships can be challenging in many different ways. If you find yourself in a place where you are wondering about the strength of your relationship, then you will want to take this a step further and seek help from a licensed professional. There are qualified therapists online that can help you work through the challenges in your marriage. Whether you are starting to ask questions, or truly questioning the future of your relationship, talking to an outside third party that is knowledgeable about relationships is a wise decision. Do little favors for him. One way to show your husband that you love him is to do little favors that let him see how much you care for him. If he's having a busy week at work or just a rough day, then making the effort to help him out during his daily life can really show him that you love him and that you care about him. While you don't need to get into the habit of doing everything for him, just doing the right favor at the right time can really show him how much you care. Bring him lunch to work if he forgot it. Pick up fresh coffee and a pastry for him in the morning if he has a big day at work. Pick up that book he's been meaning to read at the store. Help him with a simple chore, like doing laundry or walking the dog, when he's having a crazy week. Make that call to the maintenance man that he's been putting off all week. Don't just watch a movie at home with the kids or consider your date night the afternoon you've spent at your company picnic. Make an effort to block off time on your calendar just for the two of you to reconnect. Though you may think you're too busy for a traditional date night, this is an important way to show your husband you love him. Date night doesn't have to mean a romantic meal and a movie, either. Think about the kind of date night that may appeal most to your husband. Maybe you can mix things up and check out the new brewery in town or go to a ball game, for a change. If you plan at least a few date nights per month on your calendar in advance, then this will show that you love him and want to make the effort. Look nice on your date night and show him that you really care. Take time with your hair, clothes, and jewelry so he sees that you treat it as a special occasion. Give him a massage. Sometimes, the best way you can show your love is through action. If your husband had a long day at work, or even if he just looks a little down, take the time to massage his neck, back, shoulders if you're really feeling loving, his feet. Have him lay down and really get the kinks out of his back. This can be a great way to show your love just because, if you do this when he least expects it, it may get the best results. If he's just sitting at his desk, looking over some paperwork or reading a magazine on the couch, give him a sneak massage. Just be gentle, especially with his feet, if you haven't done this before. He may be more ticklish than you expected. Make an effort to get along with his family. If you really want to show your husband that you love him, then you have to make him see that you're determined to have a positive relationship with his family, even if you don't always get along. Even if his mother is about as welcoming as an angry poodle, you have to do your best to try to at least be cordial with his family and avoid bad-mouthing him as much as you can so he sees that his love is more important to you than the fact that you have nothing in common with his sister. Of course, sometimes it can feel nearly impossible to get along with your in-laws. But if you at least make an effort, then your husband will see that he really does mean a lot to you. Try reaching out to his family more, whether you call them, invite them to lunch, or send flowers on birthdays and important occasions. Embark on new adventures together. Another way to show your husband you love him is to go on new adventures together to keep your relationship fresh. This can mean trying to go scuba diving, taking a biking trip along the California coast, or even taking a salsa class. It's not really important what you do, as long as you make an effort to keep things feeling new and exciting. The fact that you're not resigned to doing the same old thing day after day will show your husband how much you love him. Make sure to stick to some of your favorite traditions. If you want to show your husband that you really love him, then continue going to your favorite restaurant once a month, watching your favorite show together, and even seeing your old favorite band. Even if you both agree it's not as good as it used to be, if you think you can still make a fun night of it. You don't need to try too hard to try a million new things at once, or that will get overwhelming. Make an effort to do one or two completely new things together a month, whether you're hiking or making pasta from scratch, and take it from there. Keep things fresh in the bedroom. Though making love isn't the only way you can show how much you care, making an effort to have a passionate, exciting time in the bedroom can make your husband see that you really do care for him. Make sure you're in the mood and that you're not just doing it to cross an item off your checklist, and take the time to explore your husband's body in a sensual and exciting way. It's never too late to try a new position or to make love in a new place. As long as you're comfortable with it, this can be a great way to show him how much you care. You can even invest in some massage oils or body lotion that can make things feel more sensual. Ask your husband what he really wants from you, and encourage him not to hold back. As long as you're comfortable with it, this can help show him how much you love him. Just make sure you're getting something in return. Respect his independence. You may think that the only way you can show your husband how much you love him is by getting closer to him. But sometimes, the best way to show how much you care is to give him the space he needs and deserves. Let him have a night out with his buddies, encourage him to go camping with his brother, and don't get annoyed when he'd rather spend the evening reading or working out than having dinner with you. Though he should still make time for you, you don't want to smother him, or he actually will end up feeling more suffocated than loved. Letting your husband have his own life and spend time with his own friends is perfectly healthy. In fact, spending more time apart will make you appreciate each other more when you're together. Don't be jealous. If you have no reason to be jealous, then give your husband the respect he deserves by not calling him every 2 seconds when he's out with his friends or giving him the stink eye anytime he talks to another woman. Embrace his interests once in a while. Though you don't need to be obsessed with his favorite baseball team or band all the time, if you want to show him you love him. You should show an interest in the things he cares about and do them with him, if that would suit him. If he's been trying to get you to go to a Knicks game for years, get him tickets to one on his birthday. Spend a Sunday having fun in the kitchen with him instead of rolling your eyes. Though you don't have to be one of those couples who does everything together. If you want to show him you love him, then you should make an effort to appreciate the things he loves, at least once in a while. Your relationship can grow stronger if you introduce him to more of the things you love, too. Though you shouldn't force him to go to yoga with you, you may be able to find something that he would actually like the new like and subscribe to this channel.